Welcome to the second part of the story, The Midnight Visitor. Friends, myself Pranav Shukla, and I'm just giving you the recall from the first part. Story is about a VT secret agent named Ozable. He was with a writer named Fowler throughout the evening, as Fowler was interested in spending some time with the secret agent. But when he spends time with Ozable, he realizes that he's exactly the opposite of what he had imagined, and he was a bore. And Ozable then told Fowler that he had been thinking wrong and that soon he would be looking at the report that would change the country's future. Then Ozable takes Fowler to his room, and when they entered the room, the guy with a gun, namely Max, was standing in the room. He asked them to be comfortable until the reports about the missiles arrived in 30 minutes, as he was there to steal the report. He was the first, and this was the first adventure out of many that Fowler had expected when he had thought of meeting a secret agent. So while they were talking, Ozable started with a story about how a guy had entered from the balcony last month below his room. While his talk was going on, a sudden knock was heard at the door. So this is you read in the first part. Now we are going for the second part of the same story, friends. I wish I knew how you learned about the report, Max. The spy smiled evilly. That we have already read. I'll get it back tonight. Suddenly they heard the knock. What is that? Who's at the door? Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Ozable just smiled. That will be the police. Now we gave him the impression that the knock might be about the police, by police. I thought that's such an important paper. Now he gives the reason why police is there at the door. He gives him the impression that he has already called police because he was going to receive a very important report, and report had to be kept very safe. So he took the precaution in calling the police. So now the police was at the door, according to Ozable. So how he explains, see, I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. I told them, police, them, to check on me, check the status condition by inspection or by visiting me or something like that, to make sure everything was all right. And as a part of that checking on, the police was there at the doorstep. Max bit his lip nervously. That was not according to his plan. He never expected a police over there. So biting his lip, looking slightly nervous, the knocking was repeated. Now Ozable asked Max. Now, as Ozable should be in fright, in scare, in trouble, but he seems to be quite confident, and now Max is looking very nervous. So Ozable asked Max, what will you do now, Max? If I don't answer the door, they will enter anyway. They would think Ozable would be in trouble, and they would enter without permission, and the moment they will see anyone standing with a gun, they would definitely shoot, and it would be the end of Max. So door is unlocked, and they will not hesitate to shoot. Max's face was black with anger as he backed swiftly towards the window. Now he's got struck that balcony idea. He's now crossing over the window and checking for balcony just to get rid of the room. So what he would do, see, he swung a leg over the seal, that that part of the window. I can just show you where this part of the window, this parapet kind of, where the grills can be fitted, this resting part of the window is called as seal. So he gets the one leg crossed over the seal window sill. And he says, while doing it, he's not looking outside the window, nothing is seen even it is dark. And he's talking to Uzayble, send them away. He wanted to hide over there. And if the needs raised, then he would get rid of that particular balcony. But he would hide for a while in that balcony until the police goes back. So he's warning and commanding Uzayble, send them away. He warned, I will wait on the balcony. Send them away or I will shoot and take my chances. Now the word take my chances. So yes, friends. Yes, I will shoot and take my chances. Take my chances means I will do something or anything, even if I get failed, even if it is risky. The knocking at the door became louder and a voice was raised. Mr. Uzayble, Mr. Uzayble. See the way he is crossing over the window sill. He's looking at Uzayble and he's not able to see outside. Uzayble looks to be very relaxed. It seems to be a plan. Keeping his body twisted so that his gun still covered the fat man. And his guest, the man at the window, grasped the frame with his free hand to support himself, that is Max. Then he swung his other leg up and over the window sill. Now he's fully outside the window and is thinking to jump into the balcony, as he is assured that there is a balcony. The doorknob turned. Swiftly, Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill. He is now almost jumped from the window and dropped to the balcony. And then, as he dropped, he screamed once shrilly, oh, something like that. The door opened and a waiter stood there with a tray. So it was not police, it was a waiter. Mind well. A bottle and 2 glasses, party sharty. He is now showing hospitality as he has already ordered some drink as Fowler had come as a guest. So it's the waiter and he was knowing that waiter was to come at any time. So he, using that situation as a resource, he created illusion in the mind of Max that it was police. So he's highly resourceful and he's got enough presence of mind. Here's the drink you ordered for when you returned, he said, and set the tray on the table deftly, very quickly, skillfully, very professionally, uncorked. There is a cork that is used to open the cover of the bottle, which is made of wood. So that corkscrew is over there. Using that corkscrew, they can uncork the bottle. You might have seen something that actually moves spirally round and round and then get that wooden cover away. So uncorked the bottle and left the room. Fowler is very aghast, taken aback, white-faced, fell from fear and surprise. Fowler started after him, but he's got questions in his mind. He's puzzled, he's baffled, he's stammered, he's hesitant. But the police, where's the police? So now he clarifies. Uzayble sighed, took a deep breath in relief. There was no police, only Henry. That was the waiter whom I was expecting. But want that man out on that balcony? Fowler began. No, said Uzayble. He won't return. You will see, my young friend, there is no balcony. So now you might have understood, friends. You might have understood the fact that there was no balcony there. So this shows the quick wit of Uzayble as he took advantage of the situation and made Max unnervous due to which he jumped out of the window without thinking and looking down. He had jumped from the top floor of the hotel and would have possibly died. It was 6th floor. And this is how Ozable outwitted Max and saved himself from a very dangerous situation. And this is how he exhibited his presence of mind as well as resourcefulness. So I hope you enjoyed the story, friends. I'll just get you the question answers and we'll just meet for the next chapter very soon. Thank you very much.